guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we have our March favorites.
Yes.
I'm excited to be able to be here to do this month's favorites, so yeah, let's get started. Okay, first totally random thing that I have are these cuticle cutters. Ashley bought them and my fingernails look horrible, don't judge me right now, but they this is what they look like. I don't know if you can see them, hopefully you can. But they just get right into the cuticle and cut him. I don't know, they're awesome. Ashley, I think you got them at Walmart.
I got them at Walmart and they're really easy to if your cuticles grow really long, like mine grow really long, it's really easy to push them back and clip them once they're softened. They're really handy. They get right in there. You have to be careful because they are really sharp and you have to be careful not to cut yourself because I've cut myself a few times, but they're really awesome. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to start with is bathroom stuff, as I call it. So the first thing I've been using a ton is the Marc Anthony Hydrating Coconut Oil Shea Butter. It's a conditioning treatment. I got this in my Ipsy bag in February.
I think say that too.
I think in February, and it's just been so good. Okay, so the last thing I have is this Georgia Peach and Sweet Tea perfume from Bath & Body Works. I got this last summer, and since it's springtime, I have been wearing it a lot more now. First I had a travel one that I got for free, I think. I have been using it non-stop, and it's almost gone, but it's in my travel bag, and I had bought this full size, I think last fall, when they were having their sale. Oh, I can smell it because he sprayed it. It smells so freaking good. It literally, and it doesn't smell like that fake peach smell. It's just that sweet peach smell. It's so good. It lingers really well.
Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about, don't know if I've ever talked about this before, but it's not a monthly favorite. It's a cult favorite. Not cult favorite. If I had to throw away every concealer that I owned and just use this one, it would be the Naked Skin concealer from Urban Decay, and I am in the shade Fair Neutral. I love the little applicator. It's really nice. It's like the little doe foot, and it covers really, really well, and I freaking love this concealer. I can't talk.
I think I might get it because Rachel said
I recommend this. You will never go to any other concealer ever again.
But this next favorite is by the brand Trestique, which is a really good brand. Well, I've only had samples of theirs, but this is the second sample I've gotten. This is the Baby Blush Stick. I guess their actual blushes are pretty big, and they also come with something on the end
to blend.
Yeah, I think it's a blend sponge or something like that. But I mean, this is the tiniest sample of life. Actually, it's pretty baby. But I have been loving this. It's the blush I have on today. I don't know if you guys can see it because the light might be washing me out.
Very pretty.
But it's so pretty. I can put this on top of powder. It's not cakey. Like today I put it on top of powder. It's not cakey. This is in Bora Bora Coral. It's perfect for the springtime. I've been loving this. I've been wearing it literally every day.
Okay, so the next thing that I have is the Urban Decay, of course, Naked Skin Ultra Definition Loose Finishing Powder. I have mine in Naked Light. I love this powder. I recently got it when the new Ulta in Morgantown opened up, and it's been my favorite setting powder. I don't have it on today. I have a different powder on. But this just gives your face a silky smooth finish. It
a filter.
Yeah, it diffuses everything, and it's really nice. I really like it. It only comes with 0.28 ounces.
Oh, that's
fourth of an ounce, and it's pretty pricey, but
you've already made a dent in it.
I know. It reeled me in, and I'm hooked.
So you'll be repurchasing that when you run out?
Yeah. So to apply that powder, I've been loving the blush brush, I know, random, from Real Techniques. It's a very nice fluffy brush, and I just use this to powder my face. I of course just press it into the skin and then go in and blend, but this has been an awesome brush. It is one of the softest brushes I own. The next brush that I want to talk about is also from Real Techniques, and this is their setting brush. So a lot of people use to set their under eye, but of course I don't use it for that. I use it for highlighting, and in conjunction with another favorite that I've been loving is the Manizer Sister palette.
This is awesome.
This is the Mary Lou, Cindy Lou, and Betty Lou. So it's all of the you can see which one I've used the most. All of them together. Use this as a highlight. Of course, this is the one that I use with this brush at the top of my cheekbones, but I also mix this with a matte blush and it makes it just a little bit more glowy. And in the summer, I'll use this as a bronzer, and I'll be like glowy to the high heavens, man. It'll be awesome. But yeah, I've really been loving both of these palettes.
So the next two things I'm going to talk about are oils. I don't know if I've talked about this one, but I haven't talked about this one. So this is another thing I got in Ipsy?
Yeah.
In my Ipsy bag. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Oil. I've been loving this.
I spelled mine. But I've been loving it too.
Yeah. I've been loving this because it is so good to put around my nose before I put foundation on, because around my nose, like on my nostrils, I get really dry, but also throughout the day I get really oily. It's like horrible.
Try to compensate.
It's literally horrible. But so I put that Smashbox, the primer oil, on top of there, and it keeps any foundation from like sticking there. It just is really good, like hydrating for that area. So I really have been liking that. I just put a little bit on, and that's the only place I've been using it. But I've been using it every time I put foundation on. And then the next thing I want to talk about, I've been talking about.
To me.
Yeah, to you. It's the Sea Berry Moisturizing Face Oil. And this is from the Fresh brand. I just bought the big version of this. It was I bought the full size of this. It was very expensive. Erica actually ended up giving me this sample because she's oily, so she doesn't have any use for face oils. Not saying that she doesn't need hydration, but face oils she doesn't like, because this is a very thick oil. I can't use this straight up on my face. I have to mix it with a different cream, like a night cream, and I put it on all over my face. I use like 4 or 5 drops and mix it with my moisturizer at night, and then when I need it for... Rachel likes the size of that one.
I want the bottle.
No.
Just refill it.
I am. And I'm going to keep it in here. And I'm keeping this little bottle in here to refill so that I can mix it with foundation if I need to. So it's a really good idea. I really like the size. It's like a mini version of the big one. I really, really like it.
I've also been loving the primer oil too, by the way. That's why I picked mine up. Okay, so the next thing, two things that I'm going to talk about because they kind of go together. First is the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. First, you gotta smell it. It smells so freaking good. Mine is in the shade Light Bronzer. There's 2 shades, and of course I got the lighter one.
Packaging though,
it's really
makes you want to go to the beach.
Yeah, and it has a little mirror with a little brush, which
it wasn't a brush. It was a sponge.
Sponge thing, which is long gone. But this is very pigmented. It's very creamy. The name, like, it stands up to the name. Don't know if you can see that. But it does stand up to the name. It feels like butter. Yeah. So I really have been loving this month. And the other thing is the Infallible Pro Contour. I feel like I've talked about this like 100 times. I've been using it a lot because it's the only contour that I own. I'm in the shade 813 Light. This is what it looks like. It comes with a contour and a highlight shade. They're both very pigmented. And it has directions on the back on how to use it if you're a beginner, which, I mean, I know how to.
Watch out for a video from us, an educational video on contouring.
But yeah, I've really been loving this. It's cool, nice for my skin tone. I don't have it on right now, so don't look at my chiseled cheeks. But yeah, if you are looking for a good contour shade, go pick this one up.
The next thing I'm going to talk about, I got as a sample with my last Sephora order. These are the Algenist Reveal Concentrated Coloring Correcting Drops. And this is in the shade Apricot. I got these as like a freebie because I had like a little code or whatever. And I was just lucky. And color correcting has been a huge trend right now. So I was like, hey, I have some dark circles under my eyes, like, why not? So I picked them up, and I really like putting it under my eyes before I put my concealer on. I'll just put it on, what brush is it? This foundation brush. And I'll just put a few drops on there, put it under my eyes, blend it in just a little bit, and then put my concealer on regularly. And then I've really noticed that it has brightened up my under eyes. I really, really like these, and this is a huge sample.
So for color correcting this month, this is the first time I've ever like color corrected, I think.
Not me, I used to use the green concealer stick for Zit.
Okay, so this is the Too Faced Natural Face Natural Radiance Face Palette.
I don't think they even sell this anymore.
Yeah, they do.
Are you sure?
I got it on Haute Look, so I don't know. But this is what it looks like. The one thing that I want to talk about right now is the cream blush and the Brighten and the Brighten Conceal part. I've been mixing this shade and this shade together, as you can see in this bottom one, for color correcting. So I've been using...
So she's been making her own color
See,
correcting.
it makes like a peachy, light pink color, and it really does work, and like it works great under the Naked Concealer. It doesn't create any more creasiness that I don't already get from my janky eyes, but you know, I've really been loving this. I probably won't go out and buy one because I have this bad boy. So.
Until you use that up, and then you're gonna buy the Naked one. I already know you are.
It smells like cheap makeup that you
Ew.
get when you were like 10.
Like Halloween makeup.
Yeah. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about...
She hasn't done this for a few months, so she has a lot more things to talk about than I do.
Okay. So the next thing I want to talk about is the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper. This has changed my liner game for wings, for just a base. You can get a really thin band against the line or your lash line. It's really nice. I really like it, and it stays there. And it doesn't get dry and crusty and like make your eyes feel like you're like... I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, and the next, I'll do all the things together. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is the Manny NUA palette from Makeup Geek. This is what it looks like. So basically, I haven't used these two colors down here at all. Okay, so the one shades that I want to talk about is Beaches and Cream, Sora, and Frappe, and Aphrodite. I've been wearing those 4 shades every single day, like doing like a basic matte eye with those. No, I seriously have been loving the look that gives with this, with Artemis.
She wears it every day to school.
With Artemis in the inner corner and on the brow bone, I've really been loving this palette. It's very pretty. And of course these Cosmopolitan and Luna are really pretty too. I've just been wearing the other ones a lot more. Okay, the next palette, particularly a shade, I've been using nonstop. And another thing I actually love about Too Faced palettes in general, I noticed that every Too Faced palette that I have, I think I have 3. Sneak peek! I have every Too Faced palette I have has a creamy white shade.
Matte shade.
Yeah, I have been loving this shade called Divinity in this palette.
The meringue cookie. Just so you know.
Anyways, that shade out of this palette I've been dying for. It's the only, these are the 2 things I've been wearing all month. That shade as the base, because this palette does not have a white cream base color.
That makes sense.
So I've been using these in conjunction, and I've been loving that shade.
But I just did a first impressions of this not very long ago, and this is the Sigma flat top, or flat, is it flat top or flat, it's just flat kabuki. It's the flat kabuki, the F80 from Sigma. This brush is amazing. Yes.
That's what I thought you were saying.
No. I love this brush. This brush is just really good. It's perfect for foundation. It's really dense and really soft. But at first I thought it was leaving a ton of streaks on my face. But I was putting too much foundation on my face. Like, just left it streaky. It was too much foundation. So I figured that out. And once I figured it out, I realized this was going to be one of my favorite brushes ever. And the next thing that I've been loving this month is the Smashbox Camera Ready BB Water. I've been using this every single day I wear foundation. When we go out, not go out because we don't go out, when I go out in public of any sort, which hardly ever happens.
The lip liners that I have really been loving this month are the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil in the shade Liar, and also the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in Skimpy. Okay, and the 3 lipsticks that I've been loving this month. The first one is a MAC lipstick in Please Me. This is the shade that I have on my lips right now. Loving this lipstick. Don't have anything else on besides this. I actually have a little bit of chapstick underneath. That's why it has a little bit of gloss. The next lipstick I've been wearing...
Is it a matte?
Yeah, it's matte. Next is the Buxom Big and Sexy Sinful Cinnamon lipstick. This is the color. This is a dupe for NARS Tonkin. But I've been loving this and just throwing it in my purse because it is so little. So in conjunction with this lip liner, I bought the Urban Decay lipstick in Revolution lipstick in Liar, obviously. But they are completely different. This is way darker than this, but I still kept this because I can use it to contour. And this is actually a great, perfect match lip liner for Kat Von D Lolita. It's the exact same color this is. So that concludes this month's favorite. We really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm so glad that I got to be here this month. We'll see if I can be here next month, but if not, Ashley will have the job
if I have
doing
anything.
it. Yeah, and then if she posts a video, I try to like think of stuff and comment on like what I've been loving, but I haven't done that like yet because I've been so busy. But yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
On the back it says you're supposed to mix. Did you just see my lips?
The magnets.